Hi guys, Jeff Clark, Sources Apprentice. Yesterday I hit a whole bunch of garage sales. Yesterday was Friday, today is Saturday. Today there was a small community that's about 20 minutes away from me that had a 2-mile long garage sale. Now obviously it wasn't, a continuous garage sale for 2 miles, but what they did is they encouraged all the houses, all the residences along a 2-mile stretch to participate in the garage sale. A lot of them did. So I spent a good chunk of my day today garage sailing. I have a bunch of stuff to show you. I have a couple of really good lessons to teach you. And when we get to the end of this video, I'm going to show you the coolest thing that I have sourced in a very, very long time. You ready? Okay. So we're going to start with kitchenwares here. One thing that I want to talk about today is stuff that you've seen before. Once you start doing this business and you start selling things, you recognize items at garage sales. Now, part of that is categories of stuff like aluminum, vintage kitchenware. I'm always picking this stuff up. This one I thought was kind of neat, but this may be a bad purchase. I don't know. For one, there's no brand on it, so I don't have anything to help sell it. And number two, I didn't notice these holes when I purchased it. So that may just end up going into the recycling bin. I don't know. But another category that I pick up a lot is coffee pots, particularly with these glass knobs on them. Aren't those cool? These sell really well for me, and they sell pretty quickly at 20, 25, sometimes $30. And I only pay what, $1, $3 for them. Okay, these old percolators. This is something that falls under the category of something I have sold before. Now, you guys hear me talk about looking for vintage colors. Okay, so pastels are very indicative of the 50s, psychedelic colors in the 60s, and these earth tones, avocado and mustard yellow in the 70s. But these colors, first of all, will help sell your item. Okay, you can get some more money for them by listing them as vintage. But this yellow Presto pressure cooker, I sold one of these last year for $39, and it sold very quickly for me. So as soon as I saw this at the garage sale for $5, I checked to make sure it had the little pressure jiggler inside, and it does. So, yeah, of course I grabbed that really quickly. This is another item that I sold last year, and I got, I believe, $20 for this, plus shipping, and only paid $4. That's in really nice condition. So that's one thing I want to talk about today is things you've seen before. Okay, so I got a bunch of puzzles here. Now, when I'm looking at puzzles, there are certain things that I usually look for. Most of the puzzles you're going to find are like this. Mountain scenes and forests and lakes and, kittens and all that kind of stuff. I usually don't pick these up. This one I grabbed because it was sealed. It still may not sell, and if it does, it won't sell for very much, okay? But I want to use that as an example for you. This is most of what you're going to find. What I usually look for, though, is unusual themed things. Like this is cool, a murder mystery puzzle, okay? Or a specific city, and that's a beautiful picture, by the way. This one, after I scanned it, is actually ranked like 3,000 in toys, so it'll sell pretty well. This one's sealed, that's always a bonus. Schnauzers, okay, not just dogs, but schnauzers. People that own specific breeds of dogs, they're pretty adamant about it, and so they will look for products with their particular breed of pet. Likewise, teams. Indianapolis Colts. There's a lot of Colts fans out there. Jim Cockrum, right? So somebody like that is going to like a puzzle about the Colts. Peanuts. Obviously, I'm a big Peanuts fan, too. Classic cars. You might also look for a certain artist, okay? This, I don't know the artist, but, I picked them up. They were only like 50 cents a piece, so they might sell pretty well. This is a gimmick that I thought was cool. This is a 3D puzzle. It doesn't just sit flat on the table, but like the wolf's face comes out at you. And, the dolphins jump out at you. So I thought those are pretty cool. Those sell for like $20, have a pretty decent rank on Amazon. Only paid like $3 or $4 for those. These are puzzle accessories, I guess. And this one, the Stow and Go, this has the magic words discontinued by manufacturer on the Amazon listing. I love seeing those words because that always jacks the price up. Ravensburger is a great name in puzzles and games, and these will both sell for $20 on Amazon. All right, speaking of games, let's look at some games here. Poppin' Hoppies? Hokey smokes. That is just kind of creepy looking. Look at those faces. Yikes. But the creepier and weirder, the better vintage stuff sells. So naturally I had to grab that, and I made sure that it was complete, had all the pieces in it. This one, look at this. dated 1957, the first edition of the Tic-Tac-Dough TV quiz game. Surely that will be a good seller. I only paid $1 for it. Looked it up on eBay. It does not sell for crap. This game may very well go to the trash. All right, and that's something I want to encourage you guys. If you find something that doesn't sell, don't sit and beat yourself up and try to figure out how you can make money off of it. If it's not going to make you money, toss it in goodwill. Throw it in the trash. Do whatever you need to do and move on to something profitable. You don't have time to sit and lament over a purchase that you made that, may have been a mistake. We all make mistakes. Big deal. Here's something else that I sold just a couple of months ago. Operation Toy Story 3 version. Okay, I saw that. I grabbed it. A couple of different versions of Battleship. That's pretty cool. The Office DVD game goes for 25 bucks, I think, and has a good rank. Pinkalicious. I have no idea what this game is, but it has a good rank on Amazon. The lady told me that they never even played with it, and there is a new FBA offer for like 50 bucks. There are no collectible FBA offers, nothing used. So I will be able to sell that for quite a bit of good money. Here's another game that I've sold twice in the past for around 20 bucks, Pokino. So naturally, I grabbed that too. All right, these are pretty cute. Themed stuff. We always talk about themed stuff. Got some Wilton cake pans, Scooby, Diego, and Dora. I got all three of those for 5 bucks, and they sell for $20-25 on Amazon. NFL Fox robot, and he's wearing Green Bay Packer uniform. That's pretty cool. This is a pasta maker, Italian make. Paid 10 bucks for it. Sells on Amazon for 65, but the packaging is a little damaged here, so I'm going to have to list that in used, like new condition, because of the damaged packaging. But I'll still get 45-50 bucks for it, and I only paid 10. Home Quick Planner. This is something that you might just walk past because it really doesn't look like much. But it had a really good rank in Office, and it sells for 25 bucks. I only paid $5 for it. It's in sealed condition. Apparently, it's something that you can put together your own plans for your house. Throw in windows and skylights and doors where you want them, and stairs, and I don't know what all. Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about books here for a minute. There's a couple of books here that I wanted to talk about. One of them is this one right here, Vintage Children's Hardbacks. This is from 1963. First of all, the artwork is just really adorable. But secondly, people my age are going to remember these books from when they were kids. So the rank on this one is surprisingly low at 600,000. There are only 3 sellers on the listing. There's no FBA, and lowest merch fulfilled is like 15 bucks. I only paid $1 for it. Isaac Asimov I grabbed for me. I did not grab this to sell. And that's one thing I want to encourage you guys. When you're out there doing your sourcing, it's not all business. Sometimes you need to improve your own life. Isaac Asimov is one of my favorite authors in history. So be out there improving your own life, not just making money. Irma Bombeck in the boxed set. Individually, these books are absolutely worthless. You can't even give them away. But I want to encourage you guys to always be looking at boxed sets. I paid $3 for this. The rank is around 300,000, and I will sell that for $29. Can you believe it? Yeah, me neither. All right, so the very first garage sale I went to today had a stack of video games. These are PS4, okay? That's the latest version of PlayStation. So the ranks are crazy low. They're like 3-digit ranks in video games. I paid $2 a piece for those, and they go for 20, 30, a couple of them go for 40 bucks a piece. And of course, open them up, make sure they're in good condition. Handheld games, we always talk about. Look at this. I got a Game Boy Advance. Only paid $5 for that. That'll sell for 30. Got some sealed Sony DVD RW discs. Paid 50 cents a piece for those. Those go for like 10 bucks a piece on Amazon. Here's something else that I have sold in the past. Some stoneware molds. These go for, gosh, I don't remember, 15, 20 bucks, I think. Paid $1. Okay, these, I don't even know if these are going to sell. I just thought they were beautiful, okay? It's silver plate. It's not like it's solid silver, but I thought they were really pretty, and I didn't pay very much for them. I especially like this glass one back here. It's got the little candle thing there, so you can heat up your tea or coffee or water or whatever you got. Anyway, we'll see how we do with those. All right. Got some Bic flame discs here. These will have to be merchant fulfilled because they are hazmat because of the chemicals in them, but only paid $1 a piece for them. They sell for 15 bucks each. The Storybook Cottage is really cool. I only paid $10 for that, and there's one seller on Amazon, merchant fulfilled, for $100, and I paid $10. Mattress cover. Always make sure these are definitely new and not used. You don't want to sell a used mattress cover. That would be gross. Okay, let's talk about records for a minute. There was one place I went to that had a whole bunch of records, and got some good Disney ones, a couple of jazz, a couple of soundtracks. Hang on, there's a couple of titles I want to get to. Okay, vintage soundtrack, of course. Soundtrack again. Okay, this one I want to talk about. Girls from Bahia. Now, I have been involved in music for over 40 years, and I have never heard of the Girls from Bahia. But looking at their page boy haircuts and those pinstripe suits, I'm going to guess this is probably early 60s, mid 60s maybe. But when I looked it up on Amazon, there are no listings on Amazon. There's very little information on eBay. So I looked them up on Discogs, and they have good prices and a good sales history on Discogs. So that's pretty cool. You know, if you see somebody you don't know, just look them up. You may be surprised. Last year, I went to an auction and got a whole bunch of spoken word recordings. And so they had a few at this particular garage sale. So I picked these up for $1 a piece. All right. A 4-disc set of Hamlet, 4-disc set of King Richard III, 4-disc set of Henry IV Part 2, Henry IV Part 1. Aren't those cool? I should do pretty well with those. All right, let's talk about more boring stuff. I mean, pantyhose? Yeah, really. Anti-embolism stockings. Those sell for $29 on Amazon. I only paid $3. Light Pro fixes light sets. This is something that I sold last year. I sold it for $27, I think. I only paid $1 here. Ink cartridges I sell all the time. They go cheap at garage sales, and so do filters. Okay, this is a filter for a lawnmower. That's a filter for I don't even know what. Okay, probably another lawnmower. But the thing about these boring things, okay, filters and ink cartridges, they're going to be priced really cheap at garage sales because people at garage sales have a very narrow market. Okay, they are limited to the people who drive into their driveway and walk up to look at their stuff. So what are the chances that this person walking up to me has a printer that fits this ink cartridge or has the lawnmower that needs this filter? Pretty low. So they have the prices ridiculously low. I bought these for, I think, 25 cents a piece, maybe 50 cents a piece. I only paid like $1 for that filter, 50 cents for that one. And, you know, these sell for really good money on Amazon and eBay because the people that do have this lawnmower or this printer, they need the stuff, right? And the first place they're going to go is online, and they're willing to pay, you know, $15, $20 a piece for the stuff that they need. So that's where we come in. All right, we go to these garage sales or whatever where they have a narrow market, and we become a wide market for them because we know how to put this stuff up so the entire world can see it. Anyway, more boring stuff. Kitty litter, I don't even know what. Vintage sheets. Honestly, a sheet is a sheet. You sleep on it. I mean, who cares about vintage? Well, somebody does because this is something I have sold before. Not this particular brand, but I've sold vintage sealed sheets about this age, 1960s, for like $20. I only paid $1 for that. All right, let's talk about electronics here. Got a cool old mustard yellow calculator. Again, colors. This, okay, I don't even know what this is. It's a Quest QS53E. I don't know what that means. But I'll tell you what I do know. I know I paid $3 for this new in box, and it sells for $90 on Amazon. So when you're at garage sales, you see stuff new in package. You don't need to know what it is or what it does. Just look it up, for crying out loud. Old vintage cassette players. These are pretty cool. I do have cassettes to test these with. If they don't work, again, I'm throwing them in the trash. And I'm out, what, 50 cents? Big deal. I'm not losing any tears over that. If they do work, I'm selling them for, you know, $20, $25. That's great. Got a bunch of remotes here. This is something else that goes really cheap because what are the chances somebody coming to the garage sale needs this particular remote? Not very likely. So you get them for 25 cents, 50 cents, a buck, and they sell on eBay, sometimes even on Amazon for 10, 15, 20 bucks sometimes. Got a stack of VCRs here, and again, I'll test those. Bunch of electronics new in package. Webcams, these go for really good money. Only paid $1 for that, $5 for that one, and they go for really good money. HD radio tabletop. This has rank and has 0 sellers. That is one of my favorite scenarios ever, because then I get to research the price, see what it's going for, and price it on the high end. Maxell flat speakers with subwoofer and remote control. Guess what? Rank 0 sellers on Amazon. Only paid $5 for that. I don't even know. I didn't research it yet. I don't know what I can get for it, but it's going to be a heck of a lot more than $5, I'll tell you that. Python Max one-way security system. This is also brand new in box. I paid $10, sells for $90 on Amazon. Digital photo frames. I see these a lot. Not this particular brand, but I see a lot of digital photo frames for some reason at garage sales. They usually go pretty cheap. This one is new in package. Always open the package and make sure. Paid $3 for that. It'll sell for $39. Wireless intercom system. There is one seller on Amazon at $90 for this. I paid $5. Packaging is a little torn, so I will have to list it as like new. Even if I sell it on eBay, there are sold listings on eBay for $40, $45 for this, so I'll still make money. All right, here is the coolest thing that I have sourced in a very, very, very long time. Tandy Color Computer 3, and no kidding, this is new in box. Look at this. Got the manual, got the little cartridge thing wrapped up in the plastic. I mean, this is new 1980 whatever in package, okay? Package is beat up, of course. Now, this says, here's a lesson I really want to teach you guys, okay? This says $45 or best offer, make an offer. Now, when a garage sailor tells you to make an offer, you know what you do? You make an offer. I'd have been happy to give her $45 for this. I'd have been happy to give her $100 for this. Used, these sell for $250. This is new, in box. I may get $500 for this. I don't know. But she doesn't want me to pay $45. She wants me to make an offer. So I carried the box up to her and I said, would you take 20? And she said, can you do 25? Oh, yes, ma'am, I can do $25 for your $500 computer. Definitely. But this is part of what she wanted to do. She wanted to play the game. She wanted to negotiate, okay? So when we're at sales, it's not always about, getting the best dollar or, getting the best deal or whatever. It's about making people happy, okay? Usually when we're at garage sales, we make people happy because we're taking their junk. This lady I made happy because she wanted to play the negotiation game. She wanted to dicker. So I dickered with her. She's happy. I'm certainly happy. So that is my garage sale haul for this weekend. All told, I spent right around $300 for everything you see here. And you heard me say this will go for a minimum of $400. I'm convinced. Okay? And everything else here is gravy. So leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you are finding in your garage sale sourcing.